Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company to cable channels such as CNN, TBS, and TNT, announced that they are going to split into two publicly traded companies. More division in Hollywood? Sure seems that way to me. Russia and Ukraine exchanged prisoners of war under the age of 25 yesterday. Is that skirmish coming to an end? Sure looks that way as well. There was a new CBS News poll that showed the majority of Americans support President Trump's deportation agenda. And this was a CBS poll, and they said that 54% of the nation supports President Trump. So we can bet that it's at least 10 or 20 points higher than that, in my opinion. Yesterday, the country of Paraguay made it official. Bitcoin is legal tender in Paraguay. As you know, I am an advocate of Bitcoin, and we're seeing more countries adopt it, more corporations incorporate it. And if you're looking to understand how to buy or hold Bitcoin, go to samshalhoub.com. You can book an appointment directly with me, and I'll walk you through the process. Oh, and before I forget, for all of you who are subscribers on TikTok, once you subscribe to the channel, I will be following you back. So there's a lot of fake accounts out there on all the platforms, but on TikTok, if you subscribe to my TikTok channel, I am following you back. That's how we're going to communicate with the private lives that we're going to be doing, as well as the Zoom calls for subscribers only. So if you're on TikTok and you see Sam_Shalhoub following you back, it's truly me. And I would encourage everyone to subscribe. We start those sub-only lives this week. Yesterday, silver went over $37 an ounce. This is the one, in my opinion, to keep an eye on. I think it's going to be indicative of this switch that we're in the middle of and the acceleration of that. Yesterday, according to Disclosed TV, U.S. Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. fired all 17 members of the CDC's vaccine advisory panel. All 17? Interesting number. Yesterday, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman has issued a sharp rebuke of his own Democratic Party, criticizing its failure to speak out against the violent riots that have rocked Los Angeles. Now, I think we all have a different opinion on Fetterman. I won't get into it on this podcast or in this show, but we will probably be discussing this on our live today at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Hopefully you can join us for that. It looks like the mostly peaceful protests of 2025, and I'm being facetious here, are now spreading to Austin and Dallas, Texas. Yesterday, there was some banter between President Trump and news agencies, and they were asking about Gavin Newsom being arrested. And they said, do you think that Tom Homan should do that? Asking this of President Trump. And he said he would do it if he were Tom Homan. So are we going to see some perp walks here soon? Well, I suppose time will tell. A Marine Corps gunship, helicopter was spotted flying over Los Angeles, California yesterday. And it's still popping off. We will be discussing this more in depth on our live today at 9 a.m. Pacific time. President Trump was confronted by news reporters yesterday, and they asked him what crime Gavin Newsom had committed. And President Trump's response was, his primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job. What he's done to that state is like what Biden did to this country. It looks like now the U.S. military is being deployed here in Los Angeles, and they've gone from 700 Marines to 2,000. And this is to temporarily help and back up the National Guard that's already been dispersed. And then finally today, the autonomous taxis that I mentioned in one of my videos over the weekend, Well, apparently that company is Waymo, and they've suspended its service in parts of LA following 5 of the company's vehicles being set ablaze over the weekend during the violent anti-ICE riots. Buckle up. As I said, I am a proponent that the Patriots are in control, yet I do believe that it's important to keep your head on a swivel. We just don't know what might pop off. I believe there are pockets of control of nefarious people still, so it's always best to keep your head on a swivel. So, that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com and use the discount code SAM. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.